that is just a few minutes after 9, and I have arrived at the 300-meter portage going into Peanut Butter and Banana Bay, which will lead me into Lady Evelyn Lake. Pretty exciting. No muss, no fuss. Threw on the pack, grabbed the water bottles, and off I went. Ooh, swampy. Fun. Guess this is right on the waterway. Ooh, wet roots. Oh, rocks. Oh, rocks. Okay, goodbye. Oh my god, I guess I was getting too spoiled with these 1 or 2 nice portages. There's a couple of very swampy spots at the start. Apparently some more going on. And I said, oh, just walk through it. You got your water socks on. It doesn't look thick, so I start walking through it, and I'm happy because I'm not getting I'm not sinking or anything. And then guess what? I sunk pretty far to my knees. So that was fun. It was a good time in Temagami. I think I'm off the portage somehow here. Should be fun with the canoe anyway. I hate sinking to my knees when I got a canoe on my head. That's the hard part. Just a little 300 meter. Okay. Oh, I told you I was getting too spoiled. Rock boulder garden. At least it hasn't started raining yet. So that's good. It's supposed to be at the end by now, like 8, 10, 7. I've already been walking 8 minutes. Okay. Bye. I don't want to fall. Goodbye. Oh, it's right there. Alright, me and my muddy feet have made it to the other side. It took me about 9 minutes. Same amount of time it took me to do the 500. Funny. I found another trail at the end here that is a little less mucky. So I'm going to take that with the canoe. Still some mucky spots, but it's a lot better. Didn't sink to my knee anyway. And there she is. Ta-da! Well, I managed to avoid the deep sucky muck on that one. There are a couple of different routes around. So I tried a bunch of them. And the first part through the forest is good. But then carrying a canoe, it wasn't too good because the trees are too close together. And I had to turn the canoe sideways up over my head so I could get through the trees. So at that point I was like, I think the mud is better than this. So I went out, but I think I had already bypassed it at that point. So that was good. Still had mud, but not as much. Alright, it is 10 to 10 and I am at Peanut Butter and Banana Bay on that side of the portage. I have some paddling to do now. I've got about 3 kilometers or so. I got to paddle east towards Lady Evelyn Lake, which I think Peanut Butter and Banana Bay is technically part of. And then I got to paddle about 9.5 kilometers south towards the campsite that I'm aiming to go to. Now, I thought I had a 100-meter portage, but it's actually only a 30-meter, and it's at Lady Evelyn Falls. So that'll be nice. We'll check that out. And there's some pictographs along the way too that I want to take a look at. So I got my snack bag out just so I can munch on stuff while I'm paddling. I'll probably be paddling for the next, I don't know, 2.5 hours or so. Hopefully the rain holds off and just have a nice calm paddle. Alright, I am back on the water. Nice and calm here in the bay. Hopefully it's the same for the lake. And we'll be doing a bit of paddling now and checking out the sights here. Oh, I'm just paddling along. Lady Evelyn Lake is all in front of me. I'm actually on Lady Evelyn Lake. I think since I got off the portage I was. That point up there on the right is where I have to go around, and then I will be heading pretty much in the other direction, going south towards Diamond. Oh, it is 10:40. Still paddling along, heading south now, down Lady Evelyn Lake towards Diamond. Oh, it's 11:20. Still paddling along. Been paddling for an hour and a half since I left Peanut Butter and Banana Portage Bay, whatever. The clouds, some of the clouds are thinning. Behind me, they're kind of lifting a little bit, but in front of me, they're still dark and gloomy. I'm not sure what's going to happen. The sun felt like it was trying to come out there for a little while, but just didn't make it. So I'm less than a kilometer away from the portage, where Lady Evelyn Waterfalls are. And then from there, I'm not even 2 kilometers to the campsite that I was originally heading to. I've been contemplating this whole time paddling if I would stay on the campsite on Diamond. There's a really nice one that someone told me about, or just going through. I kind of want to get the Sharp Rock Inlet portage over with if it's not raining or before it gets wet. Even though I know it's only a little 100 meter, it's all rock and I don't want to do it in the rain. And I would also very much like to stay on a campsite for 2 nights in a row before I head out. And if I go to Sharp Rock Inlet, I will do that. I can start to hear the waterfalls now. This is a really, really pretty area here. There is actually a campsite here, but it's like 11:30 in the morning and it's not raining, and I just feel like if I can paddle right now and it's nice out, or, you know, not raining and pouring and lightning on me, then I think I should just go for it. That's kind of my philosophy. If you can get it done, right? This is so pretty here. I love all these rocks. I just paddled past the portage to come up and take a look at the waterfalls. Since they're coming this way, I have no worry about going down them by accident or anything. I come take a peek. Oh, they're very tiny. Someone told me they weren't much to see, but especially considering what I just did, but so pretty. Just a cute little portage going from Lady Evelyn Lake to Diamond, I believe. It's not a 30 meter. I think 30 meter was probably just if you just kind of went over the falls there where the falls were. I think you could just kind of pull up over the rocks, but it's just too tricky. I mean, there's a portage right here. It's not that far. It's not a big deal. So I just brought all the things over, and now I just have the canoe to take by itself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Diamond Lake. I have been on Diamond once before. I paddled through it to get, I went from Sharp Rock Inlet there, the portage, to the one that goes into Bob Lake. That was pretty much the extent of it. Just looked on the map. It's about 7 kilometers of paddling from here to the portage. If I was just going to go to the campsite, it would be, I think, 4.5. And there's pictographs on the way up on the right that I want to keep an eye out for. I hear they're really nice, these ones. And that's about it. And then once I go through Sharp Rock Portage, it's maybe like 1 or 2 kilometers of paddling. There's a island, a couple island campsites just after the portage on the right. And then there's 3 campsites on the left, maybe half a kilometer from those. Okay, I am heading over to the pictographs on Diamond. The 2 things I wanted to see today were the waterfalls, Lady Evelyn Waterfalls, and the pictographs, and here they are. Hopefully I see something. I'm not very good at seeing these things, but I heard these ones are really good, so hopefully I'll be able to see something. Oh, I can see some. I'm actually excited. I can actually see a couple of them. I never usually can see these things, but these ones are really good. There you go. I think pictographs are so cool because they're connecting the people that were here before us. It's like they left us a note. It's just so unbelievably cool, and I never get to see them. Well, I've gone to a bunch of places where they're supposed to be, but I've never actually seen much of anything. Don't know if they mean what they mean, but they're there. Some arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 days. Or 6 moose, or some deer. There's some more there. Another arrow. So cool. I wish I knew what they meant. It was really cool going around Ababaka with Alex Matthias. So he could kind of tell us what he thought that they meant. These are just arrows, though. There's 2 arrows here. But that could mean hunting, right? It could mean good hunting over there, or who knows? I mean, I don't know. I don't have a clue. But I got to see some finally. That makes me really, really happy. And the sun's trying to come out too, which is pretty cool. Alright, that is really, really cool. I'm going to get to paddling. We got another hour to paddle before I get to the portage, maybe a bit more. Conditions are still good on the water. Still have those dark, ominous clouds in front of me. Sun's trying to come out there, and back there it looks like it's kind of clearing, but this is where I'm headed. So they've been in front of me the whole morning, so I don't know if they're going to cause me any problems or not, but I better get moving in case they do. Huge bald eagle just came out right in front of me. I hope I got him. He must have been sitting like right in here. He was massive. Never seen one that close before. You look pretty. Well, after 3 hours of paddling, it is 10 to 1. I have the portage in my view, probably about 5 minutes or so away from it. And it hasn't rained so far. So I'm really surprised because there's been some really crazy dark clouds over me. The temperature went down, and it hasn't rained. So I'm really, really grateful to all the spirits and the gods and Mother Nature and Mother Earth and all the things that came aligned to give me such a great day of paddling so far. I did not plan to go this far, but the weather has allowed me to continue, so I thought, you know what, just gonna keep going, right? Just ready to knock out this little portage that's very small but very mighty. It's kind of like the Boulder Garden, but not quite as bad. And once I get through there, I think there's a beaver dam. From what I remember, there was a beaver dam in there as well. After I got to the other side, I think there was a beaver dam somewhere in that corridor before I come out to the campsites. I'm not 100% sure, but it's gonna be another late lunch today. I've been paddling for hours and hours. I just got to Sharp Rock. I'm like, okay, take the canoe first. You know, the rocks are still dry. It still hasn't rained. I'm just getting the canoe set up to portage it, and doesn't it start raining? Like, crap! I gotta hurry. Boy, my perception has certainly changed over the last 3 years. This was the third portage I ever did in Temagami. The first one being at Sandy Inlet from the parking lot to the beach. The second one being the 800 meter that goes over Napoleon Mountain. And this was the third one. And I was like, all week I'm like, okay, Wednesday and Thursday it's gonna rain. I really gotta get through this sharp rock portage because I don't want to be doing it in the rain because the rocks will be slippery. Okay, first of all, it just showered. I took the canoe. It took me like 3 minutes. And then it stopped. And second of all, this portage is like nothing. Now that I've done all these other crazy ones, you know, climbing up and down cliffs and stuff, like Bridalveil Falls and Fatman's and Cabin Falls, and this is just nothing. I don't know, I remembered it being so hard and so tedious and all those boulders, and it wasn't that bad at all. Like, that goes up there, there's a road, and then the water's on the other side, and that's it. And you've seen most of it on the video with me here. There's my canoe waiting for me, ready to go. So, I am off to go find a nice campsite and set up camp and have lunch. Yes, awesome. Alright, well it is 1:25. Almost 5 hours since I left my campsite. And I am pretty close to the takeout where my car is. Not pretty close, it's about I'd say maybe 4 hours, 3.5 hours, plus I have to do the portage, that crazy road. If you guys saw the video of Lake Temagami with Sue and Dave, that crazy mud road roller coaster with all the big huge puddles in it. I have to portage that because I think Dave parked my car like just outside of it. So it's like 300 meters from the beach to the parking area, and then I think it's like another 400 or 500 meters to where my car is. So I have that and Napoleon Mountain, and just those two things on Thursday when I head out, which is awesome. So I just see the beaver dam up ahead, the one that I remember having to get through when I was here 3 years ago. I don't see any swifts or current or anything, so I think it's gone. I might just be able to paddle right through it. Alright, I managed to get right through that beaver dam. It's been broken up or deteriorated since I was here 3 years ago, and just paddled really fast and hard, and just the back end got caught a little bit, and I was free and clear. So here I am on the waterway, on my way to find a campsite. Alright, well, I'm just approaching the island. There are supposedly 3 campsites on this island. I don't know why they would put 3 campsites on a little island like this, but that's what it says on the map. I am using my Jeff's map though, so I don't know if it's the same as FOT's. I'm going to go around the right side of the island because that is the side where the afternoon sun would hit. And just see if there's anything on this side that looks nice. If there is, I will stay. If not, it actually is 1.5, it's right on the map, 1.5 kilometers from here to the other 3 campsites that I'm looking at as well. So let's take a peek. Well, one of the campsites is facing where the sun would be. It's pretty sad looking from what I can see. I don't know if it's any better in there, but no thanks. I'm gonna move on. It's just a little fire pit there, and I don't know, I think that's it. Too small for 2 days. I want something fantastic. So just across from this island, there's a 150-meter portage, and then a little waterway, and then another, I think, 300-meter portage, and it goes into a lake called Ramrod, I believe it is. My friend Dave Wilfong said that there's a really nice waterfall in there, so that would be a great day trip that I could do tomorrow if it's not like really crappy out and I stay nearby. Now I think I found the third campsite on the island, and it is facing the sun. I'm not sure if that's the campsite or not. I gotta paddle up farther to see, but if it is, I'm gonna stay there. And it started raining again, so that's not fun. All right, well, I have stopped at the campsite at the far end of the island to check it out. I'm thinking the sun is gonna set over here somewhere. I'm not exactly sure, but right now it's like kind of up there. So, theme of the trip, obviously rocks, but these are really pretty. Look at these rocks. There's tons of them. Lots of ways to get into the water to go swimming, but again, lots of rocks. But exploring is an option, right? Just wait, just wait, just wait. It's probably a better place to put my boat too if I do decide to stay here, but I just wanted to, just thought I would pull up there and quickly get out and take a look. So look at all these beautiful rocks. Just gorgeous. Like, look at the colors and stuff. Okay. So, in here's the campsite. Wait for it, wait for it. There's a picnic table. Like, look at all the, first of all, look at all this firewood. And as I was paddling around the island, like, I noticed lots of wood everywhere. There's tons of firewood here. Some cut here too. Obviously I would, contribute my own. Nice fire pit. And look at this. There's like a picnic table. Like, what kind of luxury is that? That is amazing. Yeah, and the sun's, I'm gonna get sun like, I think it comes up over here. So you've got sunrise, sunset, a picnic table, lots of firewood, lots of firewood. There's a grill, beautiful fire pit, and for the win, nice flat spot for my tent that's very sheltered for the rain. And for the win, there's a privy. Of course there's a privy. There's a very loud chipmunk greeting me. He's very happy I'm here. He's telling everyone, she's here, she's here. So there's a little path to a big spot. Where's that privy? Let's see that, buddy. There's the sign. Oh yeah. What is going on back here? All kinds of weird stuff. Oh, this is a very interesting setup. Okay. That is not what I was looking for. But there it is. Ugh, it's disgusting. Okay. I think there's an actual privy back here. I don't think I see one. But it's kind of gross. Yep. There's a thunderbox. Ta-da! Not too shabby. All right. Well, I think I'm going to stay here. Oh, I think I found my home for the next 2 nights. I really like this spot. And bonus picnic table, bonus firewood, bonus lots more firewood, bonus nice flat spot for my tent right there. So I don't have to walk around a lot. Bonus, tarpable fire pit, because there's lots of trees around it. Bonus, there's a privy. He's really upset I'm here. Another bonus, it's like just right down the water from that portage where that waterfalls is. So I can do that as a day trip tomorrow if it's nice, and it'll give me something to do. If it's crappy, I'm just going to stay here and read all day. Maybe sit at my picnic table. Who knows? Yeah, so I'm going to unpack. I want to say that I'm going to sit here and have lunch first, because that's what I should do. I need to eat. But you know, with the threat of rain, I always have the urge to set up my tent and get all my stuff set up first so that it stays dry. It's pretty sheltered here. It's barely rained all day, and it should have, so I think I'm going to have lunch first. I'm going to try to force myself to have lunch first and then set up. I mean, how long can lunch take? This is awesome. I have a table and a chair, and I didn't bring a chair with me. This is like just, I feel like it's a big reward for the trip that I just did. You know, like, I mean, I picked the trip, and it was a reward to do the trip. I loved it. You know, when I was a kid, we used to go up north to this cottage on Green Lake. My mom and my dad and my brother and me. And I was little, like 5 or whatever. And my parents used to fish all the time. And I would just climb around in the rocks. I loved the rocks. I would climb up and down them and all over them. And I really love rocks. And I was at one point during the trip, I think it was at Cabin Falls, doing the end of that portage. I was like, what I'm going to call the warm up. I remembered that. I was like, I loved doing this as a kid. And I'm like, but right now, I hate rocks. Like, I hate them. But it really was cool. I mean, if I was climbing, like if I was doing a backpacking trip and I was climbing all over them, I mean, still like you're carrying the pack. But for me, the pack is not like a super hard thing. But the canoe is, it's not a super hard thing either. It weighs 30 pounds, don't get me wrong. Like, I know some of you are carrying 80-pound canoes, and like, cheers to you. Like, I don't know how you do it. I can't. I don't even want to. Why should I? You know, I got this great 30-pound canoe I can use, so. But it's balancing that on your head and then jumping on rocks, and some of them are moving and sliding, and your feet move, and there's moss, and I don't know, it was quite the challenge. But anyways, I'm gonna have my lunch. Today I'm having wild skipjack tuna, mayonnaise and chives. This is from Canada, guys. I got this at Walmart. So I don't know if somebody heard us crying or what. It's from Raincoat Global. I don't know who they are. It says Maldives on here. Product, pole and line caught Maldives from a sustainable fishery. Sandwich ready. It's plain, it's not thunder. Mayonnaise and chives. So I just put a little bit of 2-year-old cheddar. I'm rationing it now because I'm coming down to like my last bit, but I only have 2 days left, so yeah. That's it. I just put my towel down on my nice little picnic table, and I'm gonna scoop it out, and I got a package of mayonnaise on top of that to put on it. Wendy's, guys, don't like everybody go because I don't want them to run out or anything, but if you go to Wendy's, I love Wendy's. I don't have one anywhere near me, so I don't know. They're economical, and to me the food tastes like it's not, like it's actually real food. But they have mayonnaise, so you just ask for some, and they give you a couple packages. So I just take it home, and now I'm using them for camping. So, all right, I'm gonna make this and eat. I'm starving. It's 2 o'clock. I have a red squirrel on the campsite who is very fast. He likes to run around. And I have a chipmunk who is not happy that I'm here, and he keeps doing that to try to tell everybody, you know, warning, there's someone here, human, there's a human. Okay, this actually looks really good. It looks like I just took it out of the can. Usually it's really mushy stuff. Raincoat Global. Nice job so far, guys. Send me some, please. I fell off the table. There's little slots in the seat and it doesn't really fit right, like, because the wood kind of goes up. It's just plywood, right? Anyways, I'll do something. I'll fix it somehow after. But I just, the seat went. I was just standing up and it went bloop, and it flipped over. So I went for a ride there. I'm not drunk yet. I didn't have any alcohol with me. I kind of wish Dave would like come by on his boat and like, hey, I found you. Here's some booze. No. So there's my tuna wrap. It's got mayo and tuna, and the tuna has mayo and chives in it, and it's on some 2-year-old cheddar. And I'm gonna eat now and stop talking, and I'll see you later. All right, it is 3:15. I've done a lot of the things. I got my clothesline back there with my stuff of the day drying out. Nothing super wet, except my socks, of course, which are disgusting. Tent, all the things there. Got this lovely tree. It has like 700 nails on it, but they couldn't put 2 nails on the picnic table to keep the stupid ends from popping off. But whatever. I jimmied that with a broken clothespin I had, so I think that should work. I'm actually going to move the table over a little bit closer to the fire because it's pretty far away from the fire. See, it's not like it looks super close, but it's not. Obviously not like so it has a chance of getting burnt up, but just so I can sit on it and be warm. It's a little bit too far for that. That's about it. I'm going to put the tarp up after I move the table as soon as I know where it needs to be. Canoe's still down there. That's about it. So far, no rain. Yay! Lots of wildlife sightings on this trip, I tell you. I'm like a rusty colored frog. Very cool looking. Hop on, little dude. See you later. Well, it's 4 o'clock and just doing all the things. Went and collected a bunch of more firewood, sawing some pieces over there. My little sawing station. I got the tarp up in a really nice spot. I managed to move the table just a bit. So now I can sit in front of the fire. To show you the right angle because it looks so close. There you go. So I can sit there in front of the fire. Yeah, coming along nicely. I think I'm going to make a hot chocolate now and have some cookies. Yep. Timmy's hot chocolate and some double stuffed Fudgios. As soon as that temperature is the right one, I'm going to be dunking those babies in there. It's going to be so good. Just sitting here, enjoying my beautiful view on my campsite in TEMAGAMI. I'm here, and over here there's a small 100-meter portage and a 400-meter portage into Ramrod Lake. And supposedly there's a really nice waterfall here, according to my friend Dave. I don't see anything on the map, like I don't see anything marked, but he said something nice was there, so I might do a day trip there tomorrow if it's nice out. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.